You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Wednesday, June 8, 23. How are we? Yeah, I know. That's it. You got one more day, 9-to-5ers, and that's it. Go in tomorrow, go through the motions. Next thing you know, it's Friday. It's already lunchtime. You got half a day left. Easy peasy. Oh, wait. Yeah. But here we are tonight, again, at 7 p.m. Eastern, just after, and I'm very happy you guys can join us this June 28th. I can't believe it's almost July 4th. I can't believe it. 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 6 days. We celebrate it this weekend coming up. I've got a lot of fireworks. I'm going to go over to my parents. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. We're going to shoot the fireworks after the show. After the show, that's right. We do a 4th of July show every year because why? What else are we doing? And besides, it's not dark out yet. It's still light. You're not going to shoot your fireworks off during the daytime, mostly at night. But we got a lot of work to do. I don't know. Maybe I'll take the day off. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. The only time I take off is if it's Sunday or I'm sick. That's it. Other than that, we're going pretty much 5-6 days. Saturday night at 10. Yeah, I can't go at 10 o'clock anymore. I got to go either at 8 or at midnight because Nathan has his show. Anyway, here we are starting it off again with another. As the ufology world turns, the saga continues. And, man, it is just weird out there. I say it every show now. It is very strange. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows what to say. It seems everybody on that side of ufology, the ones that are in mainstream media, the Corr Bells, the Gonzalos, and everything you've been seeing, except for Greer. They're the ones pushing all this on us. And it's nice while it lasts. And now they, they got the Rubio and they got Burchett in there to do the dirty work, in the government for them. And they're really going at it. Burchett, the guy who said, I don't want to get too involved, is now in it. I don't want to get too deep in it because I don't want to have an NDA over my head. That's what he said. I don't want to have, gunshot wounds to the back of my head as I'm being strangled, something to that effect. And then, you got the Rubio towing the line, taking all the heat. He's the man right now. Isn't it funny? Isn't it every week it's something new? Oh, I just think I blew a booger out of my nose right there. Every week it's something new. But we'll get into it, because America is not that smart. The general populace is not that smart. Americans are bad. Silliness, stupid, bad. I was watching a video today. The girl, hey, can you name one continent? She goes, I don't know. I wanted to go through the screen and say, you do know. It's all they talked about in school. What are your 7 continents? North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Asia. What else? What Africa, India, North America, South America, Antarctica. What am I forgetting? Europe. What's the other one? Why can't I get the 7th one? No way. At least I got one in there. Johnny D throwing down $2 to start us off today. Thank you very much. Right as the intro was going, too. He says, hey, they goof on how you doing today. Doing good, Johnny. Thank you for stopping by and contributing, as you always do. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. I was going to say bro, and it came out bleh. Thanks, man. Mucho gusto generoso. That's right, kids. You can help support Truthology. What is it? What do we say? Truthology for ufology. That's what we do. You want to support the right thing? We do it. I don't care what anybody says. When you're batting 1,000, you're an all-star. We're batting 1,000. What have we gotten wrong? We knew Lou was a buffoon. We knew TTSA was going down. We knew Arrow wouldn't be transparency. We knew, and we know a whistleblower isn't hearsay. Johnny D, God bless. Thank you very much. Alien bless. My goodness gracious. How did that happen? Sven, throwing down. That's $20, but $2 American style. That's a super dono. As I was saying, yeah, you can help support. All the links are in the show description. I feel like I'm droning today. I just feel I just feel like I'm droning. I'm so sorry you have to listen to this voice. Sven, thank you for the $2 super dono. Mucho gusto generoso. I appreciate that, brother. A continuing supporter of Goof on. Johnny D? Are you throwing it? What's the blank look on your face? Exactly. I've been getting a lot of those. I call them Bidenisms. What? I can't do Biden. It's hard. It's easy, but it's hard. I just don't have it in me to try. I can't. I feel dirty. Yeah. Thanks, Johnny D. Even Trump, I don't like to. So done. I don't know. I always got that look, Johnny. If I don't have the blank look on my face, I have a bitch face. I always look like I'm angry. That's what I used to get. I think I still have bitch face when it's my resting face. But I wear sunglasses all the time. I'm an a-hole. I wear them inside. Yeah, I don't like wearing masks, so I'll wear sunglasses indoors. And they cover up the face, It's those big, Anyway, thanks, Johnny D. Appreciate the double dose. The double deuce. Hey, oh. That goes all over everything. All right. Roll call. Yeah, here we go. Real quick. All right. If I don't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean I'm purposely missing you. I go in the order. I scroll back 5 or 6 times where it stops. That's where I start. Den Bub, what do you say? How do you be? Welcome to the show. Sapphire Elf, welcome to the show. The boss is here. Welcome to the show. The Shirtless Wonder, Bob Perkins, he made it. Intergalactic Anglers here. What do you say? Overlord, ex-Overlord. Lisa M. Howdy doody, fresh and fruity. No styling over there. Appreciate you hanging out. The Den Bub, what do you say? How do you be? Mr. Bridges, William Bridges, welcome to the show. Into thin air. What do you say, I2TA? Good to see you back. I guess there's a video we could play too later on, top of the hour. What do you say, Mr. Bonnie? William B, how you doing? Lance Coles, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Sky Allen, how you doing? The Jerry Skid. I'm going to be mature. Welcome to the show. Nathan from the Quantum Show. What do you say? How do you be? All right, let's get started. What is this? Democrats release blah, blah, blah. I don't say that out loud. Dorothy Hawkins. How you doing? Welcome to the show. And Alfie Joe Bob. David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Yeah, I still get screwed up. I don't know why. It's not fair. I know. Sucks. Josie, UK, how you doing? I'm okay. Sam O, what do you do? How do you be? Welcome to the show. All right, let's get started. And Jordan Bonnie, howdy ho. What do you say? How do you be? Two B's are better than one. The Bonnies. Moonlight. How you doing, Moonlight? Moonlight. I have no confidence anymore. Moody Mongol, everybody. All right, let's get started. Hollywood, what do you say? That's interesting. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Goof On. David throwing down a $1, £1, £1 super sticker. David, thank you very much. You are a continuing supporter of Goof On. You know what that means. If you support the show, family. And if a favor should be called upon me, see what I could do. Huh? Oh, if I should need a favor. If I should need it, he just favored me. You know what I mean. You know the thing. Thanks, David. Mucho gusto, generoso, sir. Thanks, man. All right. Derek Kennedy's here. What do you say? Brett S. is here. What do you do? How do you say? I was spinning the thing and the whole thing. Who's this guy? Porky Rabbit. $2. What your odds government release real pick in the next 5 years? Ooh. Yee. All right. Here's the only way that's going to happen. The only way it's going to happen see, it's not a fair question. I appreciate the $2. This is a good one. This is a great question to start the show with officially. What are the odds? If they keep this pace, okay, I'm basing that answer on the next thing that happens. So let's say the whistleblowers come up next, or there's supposed to be another congressional hearing about with Grush and all that. If they give us evidence, then I would say there's a 25% chance. But I'm basing it off, believe it or not, I really mean this, off the very next thing that happens, whether it be a congressional hearing, government, not Corbell, government. So whatever they do, if we don't get a piece of evidence or an upgrade, no more hearsay. First, I need something this time. I've been on Twitter today saying that. We need the next step? How many stories are we going to hear before, we already know. All right, the government's got them. A few people already said it. We know they're holding it. If they keep this pace going, Porky Rabbit, well, that's the thing, man. If we don't get it, something in the next 6 months or whenever they do that next, within the next 5 years. I'm saying there's a 25% chance right now. The only reason I say that, the only reason I was going to say 5%, but the reason I'm giving them 25%, because I believe 75% chance they're not going to show us anything. And I could even say 70, 80% they're not. But we'll see. That's the odds I'm giving. What are those odds? 20-1? Is that how it works? Thanks for that, Porky Rabbit. $2. That was like a really good $2. Well spent. And thank you for contributing your first time to Goof On. You can't leave the family. Sorry. It's just the way it is. I don't make the rules. I'm Italian. It's all right. It's all tied in. Yeah. Okay. I thought I missed something. Johnny D, may the odds be in your favor. Yeah, right? Thank you for the $2 odds in odds making right there. Appreciate that. I want there to be a disclosure. I'm just tired of the whole political scandal that I feel like I'm being a witness to. I feel like they're laughing at us, every one of us. So far, people are losing their minds over this Grush guy, thinking he popped the cork. That guy did less for ufology by doing what he did. I'll tell you why. He really didn't tell us anything new. It was just a guy that heard, at a higher level, UAPTF dude, all that stuff. People loved him. He's a great guy, respected amongst the community and his peers. What a great guy to have come out with DOPSR's permission, by the way. You can say all this, no risk involved. Whistleblow all you want, Grush. That's what I don't trust. No secrets were revealed. Just a guy who's higher ranks, but they took the most important thing away from his higher ranks, and that's being a first responder? No, first account witness. We know all this, but I have to repeat it for those who just never heard of it before. And believe it or not, there are people who've never heard of the story. Rubio and Burchett seem to be the two representatives that are championing. Is that how you say it? Championing? Campaigning? What is it? They're really putting forth this effort. I'm just laughing at how silly it seems that this is happening, and nobody's telling us why. Nobody's telling us why is this happening now? Because we're tired of the secret. Who are you to be a treasonous prick to this government? Who are you? It's important. How so? Humanity. What is the technology that you've never witnessed? What is the technology going to do for humanity, Mr. G? Grush, not me. Well, we can get rid of gas and, oh, yeah. And you've seen the evidence. No. Okay. But you heard, yeah, where are those people? You see how it doesn't make sense? Yes, we got a guy who's higher up, but they took away the most important thing, a first-hand account. That's why I don't buy what's happening until the very next thing that happens. I have to see what happens next. What happens next with the government is going to lay the groundwork, whether we have disclosure or we do not have disclosure within a decade or two. It depends how fast they roll it out. Nobody, this is all new. So forgive me if I just can't predict how this is going to go. Nobody can. There's people, I know so-and-so, and I've heard this is a... None of that stuff ever happens the way it's projected, the way we're told. Everything comes a different way. The message is always the same. It looks like a UFO, but it doesn't. He's like a whistleblower, but he isn't. He's got a great education, seems trustworthy. What's happening? You know? If that doesn't happen next, end it. There's no reason. And let me tell you why they're pushing all this fast, trying to get all this stuff done. Because once this administration gets taken out of office, everything will come to a standstill. It's going to anyway. In 2 years and a half, that's all we got left. That's it. The next administration, you think they're going to put money into this? No, they're going to try to save the country. I mean, yeah, that's great, but, we lose out. Maybe not. Trump did like that Space Force. He really did. So, we'll see. I'm not saying he's going to win, but if DeSantis wins, can you imagine? That would be a whoa. I don't know what the frig's going to happen, but I could tell you one thing that's going to happen. The brakes are going to be put on ufology. That's why Greer needs it to happen before the end of the year, because the next administration starts working their way in. We start having the debates, Everybody's attention is somewhere else after the end of this year. Actually, starting in November. That's why they're trying to get this out. They're trying to get the funding. That's all this is for. It's to fund their programs. Do you really think these black budget or contractors are going to be like, hey, you know what, government? Thanks for the amnesty. Yeah, here you go. That's alien technology. We've had it for a couple of years. We're sorry. Ain't going to happen. Thanks, Johnny D. Mr. Shuffet. I hope I'm saying that right. Edward Shuffet. Sorry, I hate saying names wrong. $1.50 super sticker. Mucho gusto, generoso. Thank you very much. That was 5 minutes ago. Thanks for waiting that out. Appreciate the support, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. And you are a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. I was thinking about, is disclosure really coming? Yesterday I'm like, if it is, it depends on what happens next. Everything, I'm telling you, I'm not joking around. If we get another whistleblower, and I don't want it to be a first-hand account whistleblower unless they have evidence. If we get another whistleblower, then everything that's going on most likely will come to a screeching halt within a year. Everything will get set. They'll get the funding. They'll have the dots dotted and the T's crossed, however you put that. They're going to get everything done and set up. That's why I'm telling you, that's why there's this mad, we've got to say this, we've got to get this out there. But We can't have somebody lose their job over it. It's got to be somebody who heard. All right, he heard. David Grush, get this. He could have made that entire thing up and he wouldn't get in trouble. It's morally wrong, and nobody got hurt by it. It's not like Jesse Smollett, and his fake racist attack from Trumpsters. Remember that? That guy put a song out. Unbelievable balls on these people. Oh, God. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. All right, let me pull up some talk. Is the government taking UFO whistleblower claim seriously? So this is from News Nation. The ones who gave us Grush. These guys are on top of it, man. I kind of like News Nation. Kind of like them. I'm a fan right now. Right now, they're saying the right stuff. They're doing the right thing. They seem good. All right, let's take a listen.
Is the journalist who got the ball rolling on all of this when he told David Grush's story to the world for the very first time here on News Nation. Award-winning investigative journalist Ross Coulthart joins me live now. Ross, I have to say, ever since we heard Marco Rubio say that last night about the fact that there are other people who have come forward with firsthand accounts, I've been dying to get your reaction because it just felt like it was a moment in this entire process that we haven't seen before.
You're absolutely right, Brian. This is a very significant moment. To have Senator Rubio coming out and saying what he said is extraordinarily significant. I've known for some time, and I've said to you, and I've said in our original story, that there are other multiple witnesses, whistleblowers, who are back.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. First to break the UFO whistleblower story, Izzy. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I wanted to go here. No. I wanted something else. It's over the halfway mark, please. I think it's around here. Yeah, right here, I believe. 4 minutes and 2 seconds.
This is a legitimate story. This is a serious, scandalous accusation being made by a highly reputable patriot who's genuinely concerned that the American people do not know the full truth about a scandal that has been allegedly kept for over 80 years.
There was a time where I thought the whistleblowers for ufology were brave. Not only are they brave, they're stupid. Unless their family gets a lot of money for them breaking the story, how does that make them a patriot? By doing something that's treasonous. It's treason. It is. I don't care how you slice it. I want UFO evidence too. Will I be happy if somebody, but see, that's the whole thing, guys. Until somebody brings evidence, there's nothing. The day we get real evidence, real high def evidence. I'm not talking about blurry shit. Real evidence. That's when everything changes. Until then, it's just this. I'm so sorry to tell you. It really is. It's meaningless. What is the buildup? I don't understand. I don't get it. How much building up do they need to do?
He's alleging criminal behavior, as he told me in the interview. He believes strongly that there is suspicion to believe that people have been murdered to protect this secret.
Do you know people have been murdered throughout history for a lot of stuff? A lot of secrets. Not just ufology. The bomb. Water. Gasoline. Water taking the place. How about that guy? I kind of would want to go all the way back to even Tesla got screwed. He did. So many people got screwed, lost everything, or lost their lives for whistleblowing what they believed. And where did it get them? What would happen if somebody said or brought some evidence to NBC, broke into the news one day on a live show, I don't know, however they could do it, on the Super Bowl, run out on the field, I don't know, however they could do it, come up with a genius way to get the evidence out, break into the news, I don't know. It's going to have to be something like that. You can't wait for the government. So somebody's going to have to put their whole life on the line. That's what it's going to take. And it's not, I'm not joking. That's exactly what it's good. All this stuff is fluff. This is nothing. This is for something else. It's a psyop. Right now, I'm not taking anything that's going on seriously with what they're doing. I don't like the amnesty. I don't like that they give whistleblowers, a way to blow. And they say, don't worry about it. Always worry. Listen, if you haven't learned anything about the government, if there's something you haven't learned, know this. Just at least know this. You can't trust them. And you can't trust journalists. Sorry. Not these guys. They're in on it. Why do you think Ross Cuckold got the friggin' interview? Because he's part of it. He's friends with all of these people. That's why he doesn't want anything to do with what we do over here. Can't associate, can't talk to you, can't talk to anybody on this side of ufology. We make sense. We ask the hard questions. We want evidence. My God, we asked for evidence from Skinwalker Ranch, and somebody from that side named Zieg Fugel called us all pigs and swines and everything else. Same thing, I know. Soon as you start getting the logic on, they get so defensive. All we want was evidence. How you pigs, you swines, how dare you ask us for evidence? Shame on you, you dirty, smelly, swiny pig. That's who Fugel is. They all show their true colors. They do. They do. And everybody behind the scenes knows Jeremy Corbell's super nice guy. The nicest guy. You can trust Corbell. That's what I heard. He's a very trustworthy individual. The best. And Marco Rubio, I even hate saying the name. It's hard to say it. Says he's heard shocking firsthand accounts of UFOs. See, Rubio now is getting all the firsthand information. This guy's getting his head filled up. See, Rubio likes it. Likes being in the spotlight. He doesn't know it yet. But they've got, he'll be the bad guy by the time this is all over with. He'll be the bad guy. They need a patsy. Either him or Burchett. Burchett really is the better option for a scapegoat bad guy. You'll see. Either one. You'll see. Happy now. Not later. Everything's nice right now because everything's fresh and new and nobody sees it coming. I don't even know if it's coming, but just history alone tells me it's on the way. It's like an asteroid in front of the sun. I know it's coming. I just can't see it yet. And that's what's going to happen. The next congressional hearing, the next whistleblower interview, the next anything that comes from the government or mainstream media, minus Corr. Corr doesn't count. He's not government. They better give us evidence. Right? Marco Rubio claims there's more information out there in the wake of the explosive allegation earlier this month from David Grush, who claimed that Congress is not being shown the full evidence of UFO technology, including crashed alien spacecraft. Rubio told News Nation that there are others in the intelligence community who have come forward with firsthand accounts of UFO hardware. Rubio, a longtime advocate for transparency on the alien issue, claims there are several more intelligence whistleblowers with high clearances who have shared similar allegations with the Senate Intelligence Committee. Isn't that nice? We're trying to gather as much of that information as we can, Rubio said, and frankly, a lot of them are very fearful of their jobs, fearful of harm coming to them. Yeah, we know. We heard this yesterday. At least for alien optimists, it suggests that Grush isn't totally making it up. What I think we owe is just a mature understanding, listening and trying to put all these pieces together and just sort of intake the information without any prejudgment or jumping to any conclusions, Rubio says. Meanwhile, the public waits for an intelligence official who has actually seen one of these things to come forward. Yes, please come forward, Mr. Whistleblower in the government, Mr. Intelligence Official. Can't tell you the names just yet. Can't tell you anything. Why couldn't they come out earlier? Why couldn't they come out with Grush? Oh, it's too much. Hey, you got 3 whistleblowers. What do you think we are, Greer? Hey, they can only do one at a time. It's true. It's true. Focus on one thing, one lie at a time. It's easier that way. It is. It's easier that way. And what do you think they're going to do? Yeah, they're going to get Grush prepared for those hearings. Kirsten Gillibrand is working on scheduling hearings with David Grush, along with the current or former government officials who seem to corroborate some of his claims. Gillibrand says they'll be open to the public if... What happened? Oh, here it comes. What happened? Where'd it go? If Grush agrees to allow cameras in. Gillibrand is also pushing a measure in this year's must-pass National Defense Authorization Act in response to Grush's claim the federal government is hiding special access programs from Congress. Her proposal would bar funding for any government program that isn't directly funded by Congress. So if there are SAPs out there that are somehow outside of the normal chain of command and outside the normal appropriations process, they have to divulge that to Congress. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. That's unreal to me. Oh, it's not giving me the rest of the story. Shit, wants me to do a 7-day trial. Not doing that again. Oh, that's unbelievable. So if there are SAPs out there that are somehow outside of the normal chain of command and outside the normal appropriations process, they have to divulge that to Congress. Oh, okay. No, don't worry about it. We got it. Anything you say. Pfft, give me a break. I love it. You better do it. You better. Oh, you don't have to. I mean, that's what the government's saying. Hey, amnesty, you better do it. If you don't, hey, I can't. What if your brakes go out on your car? I'm just saying. It happens. It happens. You know what? I don't think I've played 1 minute of that Mike Gallagher interview on the Pat McAfee show. Is it McAfee? Yeah, McAfee, I believe. They talk about, of course, the new UAP whistleblower laws. We won't be able to listen to all of it, but I want to see exactly what he says and how he says it, just for a minute. And then he also talks about the other whistleblowers who have already come forward. It's later in the interview, but yeah, we just got the first few minutes here. So yeah, I didn't play this. Yeah, I know why I didn't play it. I wasn't really interested, but everybody's talking about it. So let's just take a listen for a minute.
Congressional District, Marine, Congressman Mike Gallagher.
What an honor to be here.
Oh, he's there. Gosh. That's cool.
It's awesome, guys.
You look fantastic. Congressman, the shirt, honestly. That was, that was a part of the conversation. That was part of the conversation last time. Because
what I wear.
Yeah, I understand. I didn't know this about Congressman, but as soon as you walked in, big pop out of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
That is what you choose to wear, and we'll dive into that, obviously.
We got extras in the back.
Very nice of you. Thank you. God. Very, very nice of you.
Come on.
All right, let's dive into this. You have been incredibly kind to us. You have reached out to me to keep my eyes peeled for potentially something that's coming when it comes to UFOs and aliens and everything like that. With what just took place allegedly in Vegas and everything else that seemingly be smoke everywhere with this. Are we anywhere near a time where you think, from the information that you have as a congressman, which I still don't know what the fuck that is, but as a congressman, are we going to get any info, you think? Is this really going to be something in our life soon, you think?
Yeah, I actually do. So if you think about what we've done since I was last on the show, we had that hearing, which I think everyone agrees was
Wow. You know, some of these people are making very bold statements. I'm amazed that he said that. Listen.
I still don't know what the fuck that is. But as a congressman, are we going to get any info, you think? Is this really going to be something in our life soon, you think?
Yeah, I actually do. So if you think about what we've done since I was last on the show, we had that hearing, which I think everyone agrees was completely unsatisfying. We didn't get any answers. I asked some basic questions about historical incidents they couldn't answer. So what do we do after that? We actually passed with Senator Rubio and Senator Gillibrand in the Senate. So I'm in the House. They're in the Senate. There's two aspects of Congress.
Boom. Okay. There it is. All right. There's an electoral college, too. This thing's crazy.
Right. You got a president. You got
executive, I believe, branch.
Schoolhouse Rock. It's crazy.
Come on.
Yeah, figure it out. We're there.
So we passed the big aliens bill. And so this aliens bill did a few key things. One, it created a one-stop shop for all UAP reporting, something called AARO, the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. So if somebody has information they think is relevant, if somebody's working in the intelligence community, if someone is working for a defense contractor and they have information related to UAPs, they can report it to AARO, which is critical. We also tasked AARO with doing a bunch of homework, so doing a historical report on every incident going back to 1945, because again, they couldn't answer basic questions about the Malmstrom incident. So AARO owes us a bunch of reports looking through the historical records. And then most importantly, and this is absolutely...
Why does AARO have to waste everybody's time with historic... You know what? Why? We already know it all. We've seen it. We've talked about it. It's been done. Just let them get caught up. I'm very confused on that. Why they are emphatic about getting these specific cases out as in the hearings. To me, it makes no sense at all. let's talk about what's happening in the last 20 years, not 70, 80 years ago. Really, 50 years ago, I don't give a shit. I care about now. The history of ufology, I get it all. It's important and everything. But come on, to speed up the process, if they really want disclosure, let's move the ball. Just keep fumbling it. 1 yard forward, 2 yards back. Oh, we got a 30-yard completion. We had a whistleblower come out. But you get a 15-yard penalty for it being a hearsay guy, and another 15 yards because he didn't see shit. So you went nowhere with Grush. That was just fluff. And this guy's saying, oh, yeah, Gallagher. Yeah, there's going to be all sorts of shit coming out. All sorts of stuff. You kidding me? He's lying. What? Let's say I'm wrong, and they're going to show evidence. Do you really believe it's going to be the good stuff? No. It's going to be blurry, FLIR, night vision. And the way he's talking, I don't like it. There's something wrong with the way he's a little too gung-ho. There's something almost like he's already prepared. He knows what he has to say. Obviously, I know, guys. I know that's obvious, but he's not hiding it well. This is such horseshit. You'll see. You don't see it now, but you'll see. God, I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. Please let me be wrong. I want to be wrong. Really. I hope I have egg on my face, my foot in my mouth. I hope I have it all.
Absolutely critical. We created kind of the mother of all whistleblower processes where if you want to come forward, but you're afraid of being punished or afraid of breaking what's called a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA, we have a process where you can talk to Congress or you can talk to Arrow and say, hey, I saw this, I saw that, I was part of this program. And so that was a monument.
Yeah, as the FBI's listening in and go, ooh, we got to follow Giordano around. Holy shit. Oh my God, what an idiot. I can't believe he came forward. This is dangerous for the whistleblower community. I'm sorry. It's dangerous. You're playing with fire. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your evidence in wherever you got. I don't want to know about it. I want it to come out. I do. But if you go to the government and say, hey, I've got it, they're going to hide it. That's why it's all bullshit. I'm telling you, StreamYard's pissing me off. I see super chats came in, and here it is. Thank you, Jeanette. That is a lot of love. Thank you for. Oh yeah, you weren't here in the beginning. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso. You are a continuing supporter of Goof On, of course. Thanks, Jeanette. The angel of Goof On. Oh, whoa, Brett S. too. Love the show and chat. We all need to laugh more. See, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm so glad this is amusing. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Oh, it's very frustrating, Brett. I use comedy as an escape for my frustrations. I take what I want to say mad and angry and turn it into something funny, I guess. I don't know, but thank you very much for the support as always. Mucho gusto, generoso. Appreciate that, man. You guys always the best. Solar Marshall's here too. What's up, man? The UFO chick, that UFO chick, Bad Boy Channel. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing tonight? Anomalies and the Real Deal. Shelly Michelle, what's up, Shelly? Sapphire, Cosmic Dave, Hollywood. Didn't I say hello? Tim Freestone. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, so, you know, for the last 45 minutes or so, we've just been going over this, and I know you probably heard it this morning if you were on or at Amy's show, but you know how I feel about this. I just don't understand how anybody would think this is good. I'm scared for the whistleblower community. Petrified. I'm petrified for everybody that is taking the government seriously. It's like, you know, what do you mean? You don't want to go on the train? It's a very nice train. I can't do it. I just don't have it in me. Just imagine where I'm going with all that. Yeah, it's the same thing. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Tell us everything. Now we got you. Now we know who to watch. Can you believe them? They lied. No, man. No. What happened? Huh. That's weird. Right?
Hell yeah. Marine Congressman.
Technology, particularly China. So I chair the select committee on the.
I want to hear this part.
Passionate behind this.
In jeopardy, right? That was my entry point into it. And also now I'm just curious about answering the question. I think there's actually a bigger issue too of people losing trust in government, trust in institutions. This should be an opportunity for the government to be transparent. If we have information that disconfirms the UAP the extraterrestrial hypothesis or all these other ones, at least shows the government doing something competent and being forward-leaning by declassifying information to the public. So for those two reasons alone, I think it's worthy of investigation. And the third one that I'm probably most interested in is whether it's adversary technology, particularly China. So I chair.
What do you mean, if it's China? I thought you knew. I thought you knew. Well, your whistleblower friends told you. What do you mean, if it's China? Did you hear the language? Unreal. That's how you know they're lying. They can't keep it perfect. Nobody's perfect. They're going to screw up, and that was one. Yes, it is. He screwed up.
We have information that disconfirms the UAP the extraterrestrial hypothesis or all these other ones, at least shows the government doing something competent and being forward-leaning by declassifying information to the public. So for those two reasons alone, I think it's worthy of investigation. And the third one that I'm probably most interested in is whether it's adversary technology, particularly China. So I chair.
I thought he was convinced that these are from other worlds. Yay, hypocrisy. Well, these are definitely from other world. David Grush said so. Well, if these are from China, oh, brother. Oh, I love this game. Allergies are killing me right now.
The Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party in the House, and we're in charge of developing a comprehensive strategy for how we beat the CCP over the long term. In my opinion, the CCP is by far the biggest threat we faced. In some ways, it's bigger and more complex than the threat we faced from the old Soviet Union and the old Cold War, and beating the Chinese as they attempt to do a variety of things to undermine our sovereignty, send fentanyl into America, killing 80,000 Americans a year, threaten war in the Pacific by threatening to take Taiwan.
All right. We get it. Got it. We got it. I'll put the link to that. No, I won't. It's not a YouTube video, but I'll find it and I'll make it. I'll put the link to that show anyway in the show description. Can't talk about it. Bad Boy Channel with $10. I left a link in the comments section of the video from last night, Rich. A crazy cloud with lights in it. Then it takes off. You left a link in the comments section. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll take a look. And then I'm going to go to Into Thin Air. Here we are, comment section. Don't see it. I'm in last night's show. Don't see it. It's not here. So I can't do anything with it. Thank you, Bad Boy Channel. I don't see it there. I'm looking. It's not there from last night. As a matter of fact, there's nothing here from you. There's no Bad Boy Channel comment from last night. Unless somebody removed it. Unless somebody removed it, I don't see it. Just email it to me, goofonradio@gmail.com. Thanks, Bad Boy Channel, for the $10. Mucho gusto, Generosa. My allergies are killing me right now. I just got itchy. Super itchy. All right, Into Thin Air. What do you got? Nothing. Nothing yet. All right. He did a live show. That's right. He did a live show. Into Thin Air is going live. Cool. Oh, okay. So we'll have to keep an eye out for Into Thin Air. That's awesome, man. Oh, you know, I didn't even think about that. Let's take a look. Ah, there is a video 3 days ago from Third Phase of Moon. I didn't think they were doing any videos right now. They called, I think, last night, but I was out all night. I slept like two babies. Yeah, just email me, man. You can send it over to me if you have a cool link. I'll check in a minute. All right, let's take a look at this. We'll get back to the news that's going on all around ufology.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got the special for you tonight. We've been on the road, but we've got tons of UFO videos for you tonight, so buckle up. What's going on? A paraglider captures something on his camera. What's going on here? Take a look at this.
It's a bird. It's a balloon. I'm kidding. Ah. Oh, you know what that is? The Black Knight Savarite.
A still picture of what is something that is unknown at the moment. We're watching this very closely. Is this the flying humanoid, as people have been seen across the planet? Again, we're watching this. We don't see any means of propulsion. I want to get Brent Cousins, my brother. He's here with me right now. We're on the road. We've been working really hard, but we're going to try and get to you the most up-to-date UFO videos in this episode. Brent, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's been a pretty exciting month over here. Heading back to Hawaii real soon. We're going to really concentrate, get out the information that's coming in real time. And right now, it's exploding. This past week, we've been acquiring footage that has been astounding the internet. And right now, this is an exclusive right here of this humanoid. Right now, we're moving to Popocatépetl, which has been a hot spot for UFOs, and new stuff just coming in where we got multiple angles of these UFOs, unidentified flying objects that's shooting out from the caldera. Look at this.
That's cool.
Once again, the webcams de Mexico captures the phenomenon on its camera. And right now, again, no explanations. We're sharing with you real-time footage as it comes into third phase moon, and what's going on in this certain location, this active volcano, still boggles the mind. It's been going on for years now and still continuing the phenomenon. The videos just keep coming in. Brett, what's going on here? Is there UFOs attracted to this energy source, a volcano?
Yeah, again, take a look at this shot right here. Like you can see remnants of the volcano spurting out rock out from the caldera, but these things go straight up. They come out. These aren't like rocks just being spit out by the volcano. It seems like there's means of propulsion behind it that keeps extending, and who knows what this is. This is a true phenomenon that we've been following for over a decade now, and nobody has the answers yet.
Yeah, once again, we're looking at this, and I'm just trying to wrap my head around the abundance of sightings that happens at this location. I'd speculate 15 to maybe...
Whoa, what is this?
I'm digging this footage, and again...
Yeah, it's curious. Could this be time lapse? Again, capturing this anomaly this was an event that captured the people's interest when they saw this and they saw this recording. They said this is unnatural. So what we're looking at here is something that's kind of out of the ordinary. And what we're seeing, this object or whatever it is streak across the sky at the speed and leave this kind of plasma display just held in the sky for that length.
Don't you think that's something that's going about 30,000 miles an hour? Carrying heroin? There's bags of heroin flying over Iowa at 30,000 miles an hour. No, I don't.
Time. It's rather interesting. Here's another look.
Is that Gilligan's Island? Just sit right back and you hear it.
No, I'm digging this footage, and again, what we're sharing
hey, little
with you
buddy. Hey, Skipper.
The unknown. It's not manipulated.
I think there's Mr. Howell.
What is it? We could speculate all day long, and maybe it could be a flock of birds.
All right, what's next?
Live.
Next. Blue water. Oh, wow. Oh, that's divers. That's it. It's just divers. That's all it is. Can somebody tell me what the hell's going on here? How come nobody's speaking? That looks legit.
We're rolling the video raw right now.
Huh? Dude, put a camera in the water. Put a camera in the water. God. That is cool, though. Could be a submarine, right? Camera, water. See, that makes me mad. If you have a net, just put the net in the water with the camera. And just press play and just swing it around. At least you'll get something. See, this is why I'm needed out there in the ocean.
A bioluminescent being, unknown biological life form. What are we looking at here?
Huh?
The video lasted for at least a minute there. We ran it raw. We wanted to show you all the data that came in. And you may have seen this video earlier on the internet, but we wanted to share it with you. Again, we've been on the road for at least about 3 weeks now, but we wanted to keep everybody up to date. And again, we're looking at this video. There's no manipulation. What we're looking at is the real deal. But the question is, once again, what are we looking at? Could this be some kind of underwater submersible with some kind of LED lights? It's hard to tell. Some people might speculate that this people are speculating that there are bioluminescent beings, like unknown interdimensional beings. That's a little crazy to say, but could it be real? We just don't have the answers.
You can't get enough bioluminescence.
Video that has come in. We're looking at it, and we're doing a side-by-side comparison. Opposite sides of the world. The same phenomenon captured. There's something out there, something unknown, and we need to get.
There's two different ones from different parts of the world.
To the bottom of this, and again, the side-by-side.
Ooh, that one's moving over here.
Of this phenomenon is quite baffling if you consider these videos as authentic, which we do right here at Third Phase of Moon. Again, a really close-up look at this.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild 3.
Isn't it weird? Doesn't it look like it's in a box? Right? Let's see the other one.
Weeks while we've been on a road trip.
Show us the other one, guys.
Coming in, a lot of disinformation, whistleblowers being there in
Next
DC
one.
and even the Vegas
demand the answers, because right now there's a
you move it
narrative
down?
going around.
Thank you.
Who knows?
Yeah, they don't get close enough on this one.
Where it's going to lead, but again, the videos keep coming in to Third Phase of Moon, and
there they go.
So
it kind of looks angelic in a way, like a robe, right? You see a little head right there. It's sort of like an afro. Got the hand up here like Jeremy Corbell, Jesus hands. Lifting the right leg is lifted up slightly as if in the middle of stepping. And this one is tucked like he's holding his hat in his hand. It's like he's holding his... your mother's got no neck. See, now why'd that take 4 minutes for the screen to change? It's like he's holding his hat like this. It's taking forever. There we go. Yeah. All right. Well, there's some strangeness going on in the world. We'll put the link to that video in the show description so you guys can see what's going on. Well... Jeremy, huh? Oh. Yeah. Okay. So this guy on Twitter, the Juan, says this. Given how credible Ross cuckold sources have been in regards to the UFO whistleblower David Grush's claims, this statement by Ross regarding UFOs as future humans, something to revisit again. I'm being told this UFO phenomenon is future humans, is what I'm being told, says Russ Cuckold. Wow. See what I mean? That's supposed to be an investigative journalist. And he's just taking it at its face value. Oh, Grush said it? Well, it's got to be true. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm being told that what we're looking at is an effort by some future civilization to stop a catastrophe. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Which is weird because I said this year there would be a major catastrophe, something that'll stop the world in its tracks. I said that. We already had it happen. It was David Grush. Maybe it wasn't. And then he says, after he says to stop a catastrophe, there is a fear that making this public will change the timeline. You just said it. You just said it. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh my God, I can't believe what I just read. It's over. It's over for this guy. Everything these people say, Bryce Zabel, go to my eye, Ross Cuckold, any of these people, it's a scam. The whole thing's a scam. Let me tell you what I just read. And then he says, Ross Cuckold says, and those John Ramirez, Christopher Bledsoe dates are coming to mind now as well. Who knows? Is that what Ross Cuckold said? Or is the Juan said that? Hold on. The way he wrote that. Okay. I have to retract that statement. Ross didn't say that. The Juan said that. But he has it tied into what Cuckold was saying, so it looked like Cuckold said it. But it just goes to show you that because those people communicate with each other, Ross Cuckold and the Juan, that they're all in on it. They're all in on it. And Christopher Bledsoe is being used as a credible source of information. And John Ramirez, two of the biggest schlubs in ufology. This is out of control. This is out of control. Out of control. This has gotten to the point of this is bad. This is bad. Why? Because these people are listening and taking the words of people who are not credible. Christopher Bledsoe is so not credible, guys. But you'll meet some people who think he is like Jesus. He really pulled the wool over a lot of people's eyes. And then there are some who are like, not just me, people that are more in the know about Christopher Bledsoe say that it's all bullshit. And it is. There's no evidence for anything he has. It's all crap. It's all smudge, blurry, stupid shit. I just can't believe they don't even care anymore. They just don't care how silly they look. They don't know it. They just don't know it. Wow. I can't believe these people, man. It is bad. What's this? Rubio distracted by Skinwalker crew? It appears Marco Rubio has become distracted by the Skinwalker Space Ghost crew once again, which is unfortunate because just 4 months ago he appeared to be over the target. Curious if Senator Rubio even knows the true full story. What is he talking about? The UFO lie, the shocking truth. Oh, Green Street is just pushing forward his agenda for his video, how Skinwalker Ranch is bullshit. Okay, got it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that tonight. I thought it was something else. I'm interested in this, though, because I haven't seen this interview. Here, I'll just play it. It's from News Nation. I don't think we played this portion. This is new. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. English.
Mark von Rentenkopf wrote a piece on The Hill looking at the congressional response to these UAP claims.
We did it.
Look, we all sort of
150.
love these concepts that there's something out there, and the idea that our government could hold secrets for 60 or 70 years, and that there's men in black who can zap you, and the general public forgets things. At what point do we say, either show us the evidence or we're done with this?
It's a good question.
What? Is this guy listening to goof on? I can't believe the words he just spoke. That's everything goof on. I can't believe what that guy just said. I wonder if they really do listen. For him to say that, what does he know about ufology? That's amazing to me. Maybe he knows more than, well, if he's listening here, he'll know a lot more.
And Leland, thanks for having me. You hit the nail on the head. We do need to see evidence. You're right, but I think we need to keep in mind that we are dealing with extremely sensitive information. And as Senator Rubio said, and as Joe reported, these individuals that have come forward to the Senate Intelligence Committee fear for their lives. I think that's something that has not been drilled down on and looked into enough. They fear for their clearances. They fear for their jobs. So again, just to reiterate, we're dealing with very, very extremely sensitive information. If in fact these so-called or these alleged programs were in fact illegally withheld from Congress, which is the allegation, we're dealing with a very, very legally tricky area. And
look, I get it. I get it that they were allegedly held from the government. I get it. But they have to prove that too. And how are they going to prove that to the public? Because so far we've just gotten claims, right? They would have to, divulge a lot more than what they want. Man, I can't believe this. This is amazing.
And again, a very sensitive information.
For sure. And there's laws in terms of who in Congress actually gets to know. Is it that just the chairman of the Intelligence Committee? Is it the chairman and the ranking member, the Gang of Eight, so-called, if you add in the speaker and the minority and majority leaders, on and on and on. But I keep coming back to this concept that the U.S. government just isn't that good at keeping secrets. I mean, think about all of the very secret programs that have come up, and we're to believe that over 60 years, this one program that has helicopters all over the country ready to respond at a moment's notice and pick up the little green men in their crashed spacecraft and whisk them away in a way that no one ever takes video or phone, videos of, and no one's ever seen, and they land in bases that nobody ever talks about. Again, like, where is the line between, you can't prove a negative, and we have to keep investigating?
It's a good point, Leland. When we spoke last, I was in the government previously, and I agree with you.
That's right. Because no matter what, where is it? Yeah, where? Oh yeah, we got them. Where? They're hidden. Where though? Where? Yeah, where are they hidden? That is a good question. In a place we can't get to. I know. That's what they're saying. Like, nobody's going to give specifics. That's why I said 100 times already this week, whatever happens in the next congressional hearing or the next announcement or the next whistleblower from government, that is going to determine the course of action for either disclosure or ending this charade.
I have a very hard time. I had a very hard time until digging into this story, believing that something like that could be kept secret. But there are indications that I might be eating some humble pie, because if you look at the totality of this story, there's some compelling indications that this whistleblower is correct. And I'll lay out a few. The Intelligence Community Inspector General, that's basically the top internal cop who ensures that, conducts oversight and ensures that the 17 or 18 agencies within the intelligence community are operating legally and properly, found this whistleblower's claims to be credible and urgent. There's also reporting that additional individuals that actually worked on these surreptitious illegal programs briefed and testified under oath to the intelligence community inspector general to corroborate Mr. Grush's claims. So that in it itself is a pretty compelling data point.
But no evidence was mentioned. Am I asking for too much? Too soon? Maybe I'm wrong and we need to go slower. Right? They keep talking like okay, if you go back when they were promoting Grush and we didn't know who he was. There were rumors about this guy and he's got a bombshell story. It's unlike any. If we go back and listen to how everybody was promoting him, and then what we got was the opposite. I don't care how you slice it. Grush is not a whistleblower. And so what? He didn't tell us anything. Big deal. No evidence, hearsay. It's just a guy telling a story. So I'm glad that these reporters can see through the bullshit.
Second.
All right. Fair.
Go ahead.
Fair enough. I'm going to get the panel in here in a minute, and Joe as well, who's more of an expert than I am. But I keep coming back to when the F-117 fighter crashed in the desert out west in the early 1980s. And there was a secret program to go recover this crashed UFO. It was an American program. It was DARPA. And what I'm wondering is that are we positive or even sure that a lot of this can't be explained and these videos can't be explained by black projects within the United States government, that frankly the U.S. government doesn't want to acknowledge that we have these capabilities? And you've got people who are putting their own egos far ahead of American interests by calling attention to it and demanding investigations into things that they may have an idea about but haven't been read into.
Treason! If he was a first-hand dude, if Grush was first-hand, it would be a different story, but he's not. And what he did to me was a waste of everybody's time. It is amazing that even these reporters are like, I told you, didn't I tell you? They are going to rip Grush apart. That guy is not going to make it. He doesn't know. If he thinks he's going to pull a Lou Elizondo and start talking to people on Twitter and what have you, I recommend don't. If you ever watch this show, Grush, do not pull a Lou, because little Louie still having mental problems over those days. Little Louie is still bitching and complaining about it. Jeremy Corbell is making waves. Did you hear about this shit? Christopher Sharp is the biggest suck up in the UFO Twitter community. The biggest. It's not a claim. It's a fact. My friend Jeremy Corbell is making waves, and he is correct. I believe my sources who have allowed me to break stories. This is coming out. The momentum will continue. What, the momentum of bullshit? The momentum of almost a UFO video? The momentum of what could be a UFO video isn't? What momentum? There's no momentum. It's false. It's all false. It's false. It's a false momentum. Let's play this. It's a false momentum. There's nothing going on, I promise. promise you. I want there to be. I want to be wrong. And you all hate me for it. I know you do. I know you hate me. Don't hate me just yet.
Investigative journalist and co-host of the Weaponized podcast, Jeremy Corbell. He's also a documentary filmmaker who's made several films focusing on extraterrestrial phenomena. Jeremy, thanks for being here. When you heard the reporting there from Joe Khalil and you heard what Senator Marco Rubio said, I'll ask you the same question I started with Ryan. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's no surprise to me. Look, I've been investigating this for a long time with my mentor in journalism, George Knapp. You know, Rubio confirmed firsthand knowledge of people working with or on UAP technology, but so did David Grush. People don't understand that. He interviewed people and also had the ICIG interview them under oath in classified facilities. So this information is coming out. People have been coming forward to me for a long time. We even saw today Representative Gallagher talked openly and eloquently about the UAP subject and what it could mean to humanity, whatever these craft are. So really, the egg is cracking, the information is coming out, and it's pretty exciting.
Are we talking about two?
No, it isn't. No, it is not. No, so far, nobody said anything. Do you guys understand this? There's a bunch of wheels spinning and nothing is happening. We have nothing. We have laws, amnesty thing. They're going to try to pass bullshit. Anybody who thinks that that's going to bring up more metals or materials from an alien ship are out of their freaking minds. Anybody who comes up with that, they're crazy if they think they're safe. And this whistleblower bullshit thing, the laws they pass for whistleblowers is all another bullshit thing. And the reason nobody on that side of ufology is getting it, it's because they see movement going, they see progression for some reason. I don't. I can't help it. I know, I keep saying it all depends on what they do next, whatever the government does next. If they have a congressional hearing, if there's no evidence, high definition evidence, then they're not going to go, they're not doing anything. If there's a whistleblower that comes out for the government, no evidence, it's not disclosure. My point, if you didn't hear me say it 100 times yesterday and 50 times today, it all depends on what they do next, the government. I'll make my decision then. But until then, we don't have anything. All right? So I don't know why Corbell's so gung-ho, but he has to sell it. That's why. His livelihood depends on the popularity of UFOs. You don't think I want it? You don't think I want disclosure? I do. I don't, everything that's going on it's silly. Doesn't make sense. It's just a waste of time. Even the journalists got it. It's like, so where's the evidence? It's like, all right, we get it. How many times have we got to hear it? And they're bringing in Rubio and Burchett, and they're acting like this is progress, and it's not. It's just a couple of guys that are going to sign off on shit that their agenda, for their agenda, whatever that may be. So, Rich, then why are they doing it? Then why? Why are they making a big deal out of all of this if it's nothing? Do you remember when Lou was talking about the threat for 3 years? We need an office. We need a place. We need to have a place like ATIP. If there was a place like ATIP, oh, how about we do this? We'll give you Arrow. Thank you. You didn't hear about the threat. It was over. Why? Nobody's talking about it anymore. What happened to the threat? I thought it was such a big thing. That's how you know it's bullshit, because they're off to the next narrative. If the threat was such a major component of finding out why they're here and putting together all of these people and these groups. And that's it. Why do it all? I was going to say something. I forgot.
Different things here. Like you just heard from Ryan Graves say, I've been in he was a pilot, and I've seen things flying in the sky that I didn't recognize, that he didn't think made any sense. And then what David Grush has come forward with, and what Marco Rubio has said, that there's others like him when they're talking about potentially alien spacecraft and a potential retrieval program. Are those two different things in your mind, or is that sort of the same lane?
Right. Well, a lot of these firsthand eyewitnesses have come forward to me, and they've explained working on these programs, but then also pilots. If you remember Commander David Fravor, he came forward to me first before he was public. So I got to talk with him about it. And what I've learned is that these things in the skies that are unresolved are oftentimes not made by us, and we've eliminated other adversarial foreign nations. So the big question within the Department of Defense and the intelligence agencies is, who's making them? Where are they from?
Right.
What's the intent? And
what's your answer?
piloting?
What's your guess? You look into this stuff as much as anyone. What's the answer? What do you think?
It is undoubted that our government and our intelligence agencies have sequestered UAP or UFO technologies and have been exploiting them for derivative technologies for decades. And we're seeing multiple nations get on board and start coming forward, including Canada.
Undoubted and decades is a pretty big.
But why are they coming together? Why? Because they're sick of it, right? They're sick of the secret. Isn't that why they're doing this all? Right? What it is, this is a bunch of egos wanting to be the first person to have a legitimate UFO story. So what they keep doing is throwing up enough shit against the wall, and eventually something may stick. I don't know. It feels that way, though, with Jeremy. I just keep shaking my head in disgust. They keep showing his video, which is an airplane. That is such bullshit, that video. They really know how to get my nerves.
He was urging the Minister of Defense to get a classified briefing on it because he saw the writing on the wall that Five Eyes is involved, that their country's involved, and they don't want to lose the trust of the Canadian people. We're seeing this all around. It's like a version of the movie Don't Look Up.
So I get...
Yeah. Great connection. That movie Don't Look Up was the biggest sarcastic look at everything you do, Jeremy. Stop comparing ufology to Don't Look Up. Do you see the stupidity of this guy? That's not what he's doing. He thinks he's being cute, right? He thinks it's funny, that it's a good comparison. It's jovial. It's not. It's a bad comparison. It's not funny. That's as bad as when they cut to the newscasters and they go, hey, John, we got that story on UFOs. You do? Oh, boy, I can't wait to hear this one. You know, and then they have a nice laugh at our expense. Tired of it. And Jeremy just did that. He probably didn't realize it because he thinks he's being funny. It's not the same. You can't say it's the same. I can't do it anymore. I'm done with this video. Corr Bell. Yeah, let's. We're going to look at this video. I want to show you something. This is unbelievable. This guy, Think Tank, is that who this is? Is this what this is? No, it's UFO of Interest. Says this guy is a genius. He knows nothing about parallax and how the perspective changes when the witness starts to walk. The meteor is not changing direction. It's an illusion. Oh, yeah, this is the famous when you're videotaping something in the distance, if you walk towards it, it moves and it looks like it changes direction. It's parallaxing. Here, take a look. My God, I think my insides are trying to come out. This video is a great example of how people fake some UFO videos with this type of with this. What? Huh? Come on. Why isn't the screen changing? God. Now watch when he walks. See how it stopped moving, it looked like? Because he moved towards it. And then he took a step to the right. That's why it did that. So he's walking, takes a step to the right. And he probably backed up at the same time. That's all. People use this effect and say, oh, you can actually make an object hover if you get really good at it. But if you know what to look for, you can see how people fake it. But it's a sneaky trick, but somebody's got to do it. Pretty sneaky, sis. Pretty sneaky. More parallax. Oh, this one. Mick West had to get involved with this one. And he had to explain what parallaxing is. This is so funny because I had to tell him. He says, this is a relatively new effect, he says. Sufficiently advanced technology looks like magic. Oh, I said it's not new. Said this has been going on. Maybe new to you. But this has been going on forever. Oh, he removed my comment. Did he? He did. Let me see. Oh my God, what a baby. I didn't leave a bad comment. Wow, what a dickhole. What a little bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, take a look. Hello, my name's Dickhole Mick West. Here's another version of parallaxing. They're recording an airplane far away, and they walk towards it. You'll see. This is Mick doing it. Ooh, magic. Ooh. Whoa, whoa. Watch it. Whoa, whoa. P-A-R-R-A-L-L-E-X. Parallax. Parallax. All right, now you understand parallaxing. You know, when we see some Tic Tac videos, we see a lot of parallaxing because people are outside, right? And they're walking, and then they realize they can, I didn't know I could do that. So many ways you could trick the public. Oh, all or nothing. We're at a point now, says UFO Jesus, where the UFO narrative has to implode, he says, or lead to full confirmation of non-human craft. I don't see an in-between. This is a good thing if you want the truth, and not just a way to argue what you wish the truth is. I told him there is an in-between. I told him there is an in-between. Did he? I said, or the entire thing will come to a standstill and stall if the Republicans win the presidency. That's why your friends are trying like mad to talk about what they think they know, because in 18 months it's all over. That's what's going to happen. There's your in-between. Hope I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong. Did you hear Corbell say that Gallagher spoke eloquently? Eloquently? What a weirdo. they're still talking about the balloon over Alaska. Yeah. Is the reporting on this accurate? They're wondering. Alaska shoot down just after the event reporting. Pilots couldn't determine how it was staying in the air. Pilots would be aware, as we all are, that balloons can float. The Pentagon said some debris recovered. And then there's this video. I think it's CNN. It is. Let's see what they put out. When they were talking about this, this was just...
Natasha Bertrand. Natasha, so this is interesting. This is kind of unusual that these pilots saw different things, and that is sort of, I guess, adding to the mystery of all this.
Yeah, not even the pilots apparently were really able to identify what they saw. And just to take you back for a sec, on Thursday, the U.S. defense officials sent F-35 fighter jets up to try to figure out what this object was that was flying around near Alaska. Those pilots, we have learned, have given very conflicting accounts of what they actually experienced, with some pilots saying that the object interfered with the plane's sensors, other pilots saying that they didn't really experience that, other pilots saying that when they looked at the object, they could identify no identifiable propulsion system, and they did not.
You know, I don't like being screwed with. They put this out as it was new, and of course, I don't watch the videos 99.9% of the time. Come on, what are they doing putting this out as new? I figured, oh, well, it must be something new. I'm going to play it. Nah. I mean, is it? I thought I knew all about this stuff. Is that new? That's not new, is it? Look, I'm going crazy. I must be out of my freaking mind then.
Staying in the air, cruising at that altitude of about 40,000 feet. So this has all added to the Pentagon's wariness of describing in more detail what this object actually is until they can get more information through the debris that they are recovering right now.
And what do we know about the efforts to recover the wreckage of this second object? It looks like NORAD just put out an email.
Oh, come on. What? I'm not buying this. Boy, oh boy, I'm stupid. All right. The Lies of Elizondo. Here's a minute-long clip of Tom DeLonge lying about Lou Elizondo's service and General Matisse saving his life. I wonder where Tom heard this before. Oh, I love lies about Lou. Let's hear this one. What time is it? Oh my God, I've been talking the whole time. Oh, I'm so sorry. What a horrible, horrible show it must have been. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry I did this.
Special forces operative, like a soldier. You know, he fought. Yeah. He fought the Taliban in Afghanistan like a month after 9/11 with a Secretary of Defense Mattis, General Mattis, Mad Dog Mattis. Yeah. Mattis saved his life. Lou got pinned down in a huge machine gun fight, and he called for air support, and they said there's nothing in the area. And he said, I looked at my friend, and I said, we are going to die. We're dead. There's like 100 of them shooting, and they're pinned behind a rock. Then he heard something on the radio, and Mattis comes flying in on like one of those Bradley vehicles, saying, and big door flies down. He's like, get in, boys. He's in the T-shirt. He's on busy. I'll get to you in a second. He's on the automatic grenade launcher, just wiping people out. You know, and Lou said he's on the ground just looking up at this guy in the sunset kind of thing. Like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, and he saved his life, you know. So Lou came from like really being in war to moving up to a place where he had a lot of responsibility with a lot of very sensitive things. And
huh? Oh my God. Yeah, I thought that was a lie, that story. It is. That never happened, right? That's hysterical. That I never heard him say it. I've always heard about it. So that never happened. Oh yeah, I remember that, and I forgot all about that. Yeah, I never talked about that. All right, last thing. So, you know, Avi Loeb is out there in the middle of the ocean. My allergies are killing me. And they're getting those little those little ball things analyzed. So the question is, what's going to happen if that material is analyzed and it shows intelligent design? Will it be buried like every other story? Will it shut the debunkers up? You know? Strange objects on ocean floor may be UFO crash debris. But will Avi Loeb put up with it if the government says, wait a minute, like how are they going to stop Avi Loeb from talking about it? If they analyze it and it shows intelligent design of those little round balls they're finding, that's unbelievable. That would be amazing. And Avi Loeb will probably go live that night. But here's the deal. If it does come back and they are of some intelligent design, will the government step in? I don't know. Can you imagine? So, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Just because I'm psychic. Because it's easy to figure out. That's why I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with these little round balls. They're not going to come back as intelligent design because it's natural for those round things to be formed from a meteor crashing into the ocean. It's normal. It's not out of the world crazy. It happens. That's why I'm so interested to find out, because how does he know he's got an interstellar meteor on his hands? How does he know? How do you know? Don't know. Can't tell. Well, I guess we'll find out in the analysis where the rock comes from, if we're able to. And if they crack it open and there's like an intelligent design, like, you know, it's paint by numbers or something like Lincoln Logs, put it together, just snap it in. Then we'll have a nice conversation about Avi Loeb. But until then, it's wishful thinking. That's it for tonight. I can't do this anymore. I hope you guys come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. I got a long day tomorrow too. But I have a feeling tomorrow's going to be special. Just got a funny feeling. But thank you very much, moderators and super chatters, for hanging out, supporting the show, giving your time, your energy, and love to the greater good of ufology and to goof on. Thank you very much for all of that. And the newcomers and the veterans, same. Thank you for supporting the show, super chatting for the first time, supporting us that way. Thank you for that. And continuing the support, my veterans. Thank you. Make it easy to come here every night. I love seeing you guys. It's like comfort food or something. I don't know what it is. I just like hearing myself talk. Ha ha. Well, that's it for tonight. We did it again. We did Truthology. Truthology for ufology for you. Yeah, we got to change that one up. You. That's it. We'll be back mañana, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, right here on the tubes. Hey, YouTube, can you do us a little bit of a favor? Can you open up that algorithm door for us? It was fun the last 3 weeks. Let's not shut that door. Give us a little room. We want to reach the masses. Not the ones right at the door. We want to reach the ones that are far away. Help us spread the word. This is life-changing stuff we're talking about. Everything can change overnight. Wouldn't that be nice if the aliens were real and we can actually get a little bit of the Earth back? Wouldn't it be nice to stop global warming? Wouldn't it be nice? Well, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get everything back. We're trying to have free energy, the technology that we deserve to have. So YouTube, let us speak to the masses. Turn off that algorithm, make it go, open up a door into the YouTube yonder. What the frig? I mean, even what I just said, I don't deserve it after that. That was terrible. All right, I tried. We'll see what happens. All right, be kind, be safe, and alien bless.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life. Warning.
Unidentified flying object.